So right here you'll see that this motor has a little protrusion on one side. You see, it's very important that we put this the right way, because you flip it around, you're not going to install it, and it's going to be weird. And on the frame, you see protrusion on the other side as well. So the key to remember is when you install this onto the frame, you'll have frame protrusion on one side and motor protrusion on the other side. Okay, and the driving axis is all the way on the corner. You have it backwards. Yeah. You have it backwards. Flip the motor. Yeah.
The right.
You have to. This seems to be. You have it. You have it the other directions. No, all the way in the back. Put it in the back.
In the back.
Yeah. No, flip it around. You had it right.
Oh.
Yeah. You have it backwards. You have it backwards too. Remember, protrusion on both sides. Okay, look at yours. Where's your protrusion? Where's your protrusion for your motor? So, yeah, these are kind of things that kids will get wrong. So don't do it for them, but I'm trying to say protrusion on both sides. And some of them are looking at me. I will write it down and give it to you, okay?
How about that?
No, I will write it down later, okay? Protrusion, or it doesn't matter, it's just sticking in.
Sticking in.
Yeah, either way, okay? I think some of you are ahead of us, but it's okay. So then you need to install the other side, which most of you have done. That's wrong. Protrusion. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So remember, this is a lot of people get wrong. If you get that wrong, you cannot move on to the next step. So then you need to have the kids look for this white shaft. There's only one in the box. There's only one in the back.
Okay.
If you don't have it, let us know. There's only one. Okay, don't put it in yet. Don't put it in yet. I know this is exactly just like the kids. As soon as they grab it, they want to stick it in. If you stick it in backwards, it's pretty hard to pull these out. These are very tight tolerance. As you can see, this little short shaft, there is a knot. So one end of the shaft is shorter than the other. You see that? Now, if you can see from here, the smooth end on this side. On the right hand side of your motor, back here, this is the driving axis. You need to stick the short end, the one with the knot, in here. Okay? Remember which end you're putting. I can see a lot of them putting on the other side.
Right.
Sam, the other side.
The other side.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Short end inside. So you have the long end on the outside. Okay, so everybody have that? Check your neighbor, making sure your neighbor's right. Okay. Now, we're gonna look for, the picture here is wrong, but you have different size of gear, the gray gear. These are the gray gears. You have 3 sizes. You have small, medium, large. You need the medium one. And you install the medium one all the way onto the Y shaft that you have installed on there. So push it all the way in. So if you would have installed this Y shaft wrong, you wouldn't be able to push it all the way in. Okay? That's a large one. You need a medium one. You had it right the first time. Yeah, that. Okay, so everybody's up to this step, right? Does anybody check your neighbor, making sure it looks the same? If one of you looks different, then something's wrong. Let me know. Okay, then move on to the next step. This step, don't look at the picture on the left. Just look at the stuff on the right. Okay, no, this picture is wrong too. This is a pain. Okay, let's just move on to this. You actually had 3 of these. You only need 2. The black, longer shaft. And same thing, just like the short one. You notice you have a knot on one end. You have a knot on one end as well. Now, you have 4 more of these medium gear. So these are the ones you need. Making sure you have 4 medium ones. And you need to get. We don't use the large one on this at all. We only use the medium, small one. And take out 2 small ones. And take out 2 small red ones. This is what you need to make the wheels. First thing first, everybody got everything? Everybody have the required materials? Okay, first thing first is the end with a knot. You put a medium gear on there. So push it all the way in. So it should look like an umbrella, mushroom, whatever you want to call it.
Mushroom.
So do that for both of them. This is going to be your 2 axes for your wheels. For the engineers, I think you know what axis is. Okay, and now here's the tricky part. Here's a car. This is the top of the car. You're going to flip over to the bottom of the car. So the wheel is going to be on the extreme end of the bottom. Okay? And be very careful. What I'm telling you now is the position you put it in. See this driving gear is this end. So the one with the stub goes on from this end. Okay? But while you're doing this, in the middle of this, you need to stick in one of these red gear right in between. The purpose of this red gear is to hold the axis in the right direction, in the right position. I think what I meant is the right position, not the right direction, because as you can see, there is enough place, so this, this axis turns freely, but it also moves freely. So this thing is there to make sure it doesn't come out while it's driving. So.
And can I put it in?
Yeah. So it's, both axes gonna be the same. So I'm gonna do one and see if we can do the other one. Okay. Now it's through. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a small one, the small gear. You're gonna put it on this end. You're gonna push it in, and on the outside you're gonna put another medium one on it. And since this thing can slide all the way in, try not to do that. What I need to try to control is the end of the shaft